My fiancé announced. I'm inviting Derek to the wedding. Yes, the ex I cheated with. We're healed now, I said, if that's what you need. Then I called the venue, canceled everything, and booked a solo trip to New Zealand for the same week. Her panic calls started when the venue refund hit her account. Original post. I, 31 male, have been with my fiancé for 4 years, engaged for 8 months. Quick background. 2 years ago, I found out she had a 3-month affair with her ex, the guy she dated in college. The one she always said was just a friend when he'd text at 11 p.m. asking how she was doing. I discovered it the classic way. She left her laptop open and a message notification popped up while I was walking past. Last night was amazing. I miss you already. My stomach dropped so hard I thought I was going to be sick right there on the carpet. We did the whole thing. The crying, the begging, the couple therapy that cost me $200 a session. She swore it was over. Said she'd cut contact completely. Said it was a moment of weakness because we'd been fighting about wedding planning stress. I'm not proud of it, but I stayed. We worked through it. Or so I thought. Fast forward to last Tuesday. We're sitting at dinner, going over the final guest list. Wedding is supposed to be in 6 weeks. I've already dropped about $18,000 on deposits. Venue, catering, photographer, the whole 9. She puts down her wine glass and goes, so I've been thinking. I want to invite him. I didn't even need to ask who. Her face had that look. The one where she's already decided and is just waiting for me to catch up. The ex, I said. Not question. We've been talking again. Just as friends. And honestly, babe, I think it would be really healing for all of us if he was there. It shows we've moved past it. I set my fort down. You've been talking again. Just texting. Sometimes calls. He's in a really good place now, and I think. For how long? She rolled her eyes. Actually rolled her eyes. Like 6 months? It's not a big deal. We're both grown-ups. We've healed from what happened, and I think having him there would be like closure, you know? 6 months. 6 months of secret contact with a guy she cheated on me with. While I was planning our wedding. While I was looking at houses for us. While I was putting aside money for the honeymoon. Something in me just clicked off. Not anger. Not sadness. Just this cold, clear certainty. If that's what you need, I said. Then I finished my dinner. She looked confused, but also relieved. Really? You're okay with it? I heard you, I said. Which wasn't the same thing, but she didn't notice. The next morning, she left for work at her usual time. I called in sick. First call was to the venue. Explained the situation, cited the clause about cancellations with 6 weeks' notice. Got 80% of my deposit back. $11,200 wired to my account within 48 hours. Second call was to the caterer. Same deal. Third was the photographer, who was actually super understanding and refunded me everything since we hadn't signed a final contract yet. Fourth call was to a travel agent. Booked a 2-week solo trip to New Zealand. Departure date, the day before what would have been our wedding. I spent the rest of the day quietly moving my stuff out of our apartment. We weren't on the lease together. It was her place originally. I just moved in. Took my clothes, my gaming setup, my grandmother's vintage record collection, and the espresso machine I bought with my Christmas bonus. Left my ring on the kitchen counter with a note. I heard you. I hope you find what you're looking for. Then I want to stay at my buddy's place. Her first call came at 6:47 p.m. when she got home. I didn't answer. The venue refund hit what she thought was our wedding account the next day. It was actually just my account that I'd given her access to for planning purposes. I removed her access about 30 seconds after the deposit cleared. My phone has been going absolutely nuclear ever since. Update 1, 4 days later. Holy crap, you guys. I did not expect this to blow up. My phone has been vibrating so much my buddy asked if I was running some kind of underground gambling operation. So here's what's happened since I left. Day 1 was mostly just her calling and texting. Started confused, where are you? Why is your stuff gone? Then worried, please just let me know you're okay. Then angry, this is so immature, we need to talk about this. Day 2 is when she figured out the venue was canceled. That's when her mom got involved. I've always had a complicated relationship with her mom. The woman never thought I was good enough. Too working class for her daughter, who comes from money. Not like crazy rich, but comfortable. The kind of family that has a vacation home and thinks that's normal. Her mom called me 17 times in one day. Left voicemails that started with "How dare you?" and ended with "You're going to regret this." Real charming stuff. But here's where it gets wild. My ex-fiancée, showed up at my buddy's place on day 3. I still don't know how she found out where I was staying. Maybe she checked my location history before I turned it off. I don't know. She was crying, like full sobbing. "You can't just do this. We have a wedding in 6 weeks. People have bought plane tickets. My grandmother is flying in from overseas." I stayed in the doorway. Didn't let her in. "You invited the guy you cheated on me with to our wedding, after lying about being in contact with him for 6 months. I wasn't lying. I just didn't tell you." That's lying. It's different. We were just friends. I was going to tell you eventually. When? At the altar? "Oh, by the way, babe, the best man is the guy I was sleeping with behind her back." She actually stomped her foot, like a child. "You're being dramatic. It was 2 years ago. I thought we moved past it. I moved past what I knew about. Turns out there was more. So you just cancel everything? Without even talking to me? You made a decision about our wedding without talking to me." I made one too. She went quiet for a second. Then her face changed. Got harder. "Fine. You want to throw away 4 years over this? Fine. But you're paying for everything. The deposits, the cancellation fees, everything. My parents aren't eating this cost because you decided to have a breakdown. The deposits were my money. I already got most of it back." Her jaw literally dropped. "You what?" "I canceled everything the morning after you told me. Venue, catering, photographer. Most of it's already been refunded to my account." "Your account? That was supposed to be our wedding fund. It was my checking account that I let you see for convenience. I never added you to it." She called me every name in the book after that. I just closed the door. Here's the thing, though, and this is the part that made me realize I absolutely made the right call. About an hour after she left, I got a text. From him. The ex. "Hey man, I heard what happened. Just wanted you to know there's nothing going on between us anymore. She reached out to me. I was just being friendly. Don't blame her for this." I didn't respond, but I did screenshot it and save it. Something about the way he worded it, "anymore," sat weird with me. So I did something I probably should have done 2 years ago. I reached out to his ex-girlfriend, the one he was dating when he and my fiancée had their affair. We never talked, but I found her through mutual friends. Turns out, he and my ex never stopped. The 3-month affair I found out about was just the 3 months I caught. According to his ex, they'd been on and off the entire time we were together. The whole 4 years. She sent me screenshots. Old ones, but damning. Messages from 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 6 months ago. All of it. "Miss you. Can't wait to see you. Last night was perfect. For years. I wasted 4 years. Update 2. 10 days later, 2 days before my flight." Okay, so things have escalated in ways I genuinely didn't see coming. First, the screenshots. I made the decision not to blast them everywhere because, honestly, I don't care about public humiliation. I just want it out. But I did send them to one person, my ex's dad. Why him? Because he's the one family member who was always decent to me. Helped me move furniture once. Gave me advice about my career. Treated me like a person instead of an inconvenience. And also because I knew her mom would spin this into me being the villain, and I wanted at least one person in her family to know the truth. He called me 2 hours later. Just said, "I'm sorry, son." I didn't know. Then he hung up. From what I've pieced together since then, that phone call led to a pretty explosive family dinner. Her dad showed her mom the screenshots. Her mom tried to defend her, said I must have faked them or taken them out of context. Her dad apparently said, "For years of context isn't enough for you. They're not speaking right now." Her parents, I mean. First time in 30 years of marriage, they've had a real fight. But that's not even the wildest part. My ex showed up at my workplace yesterday. My workplace. I'm a project manager at a mid-sized construction firm. She came into the lobby and asked the receptionist to call me down for an emergency. I came down thinking something had actually happened, like someone died or something. Nope. She just wanted to talk in person without you running away. She was with her mom. Both of them standing there in the lobby of my office like they own the place. "You need to fix this," her mom said. Not asked. Told. Fix what exactly? The wedding. You need to reinstate the bookings. My daughter made a small mistake, and you're punishing everyone for it. A small mistake, I repeated. 4 years of cheating is a small mistake. Her mom waved her hand. That's between you two. But there are 200 guests expecting a wedding. My relatives have booked travel. There's a reputation at stake. Your reputation, our family's reputation. And you're part of this family now, whether you like it or not. I actually laughed. Couldn't help it. I'm really not, though. That's kind of the point. My ex grabbed my arm. Please. I know I messed up. I know I should have told you about the contact. But we can work through this. We always work through things. We worked through things when I thought it was a one-time mistake. It wasn't. You lied to me for 4 years. I didn't lie, You looked me in the eye every single day and pretended to be faithful. That's lying. Her mom stepped forward. If you don't fix this, we'll sue you. For breach of promise. For emotional distress. For the financial damages you've caused. I turned to her. Go ahead. I'd love to show a judge those screenshots. Really air out the whole story. She went pale. You can't do this, my ex said. You can't just walk away. We have a life together. We had a lie together. I'm walking away from that. I went back upstairs. Security escorted them out. My boss called me into his office afterward. I thought I was about to get a lecture about bringing personal drama to work. Instead, he said, that was your ex? The one you were planning to marry? Yeah. Showed up with her mother to harass you? Pretty much. He shook his head. Hell of a bullet dodge there. Take the afternoon off if you need it. I didn't need it, but I appreciated the offer. Final update. 3 weeks later, just got back from New Zealand. I'm typing this from my new apartment. 1 bedroom, small but mine. Got a decent view of the city, and the building has a gym in the basement. It's not much, but it's the first place I've had that's truly just mine in years. New Zealand was exactly what I needed. Spent 2 weeks just existing. Saw some incredible scenery, ate food I couldn't pronounce, talked to strangers who didn't know anything about my life. The first few days were rough, kept checking my phone out of habit, half expecting another explosion of messages. By day 5, I'd stopped checking entirely. While I was gone, things apparently fell apart on their end. From what my buddy told me, he's been my eyes and ears since I've had everyone blocked. The wedding turned into a celebration of love that her mom tried to salvage. They still had the date, still had people flying in, so they rented out a restaurant last minute and tried to spin it as a party instead. About 40 people showed up, out of the 200 that were supposed to come to the wedding. Turns out when the reason for the cancellation got out, and it got out fast, because apparently her cousin has loose lips and her dad wasn't exactly staying quiet. A lot of people suddenly had scheduling conflicts. Her mom is furious. Not at her daughter for cheating, mind you. At me for making a private matter public. The irony of her showing up in my workplace to publicly berate me seems lost on her. As for the ex she cheated with, this is the part that honestly gives me no joy, but I'll share it anyway because you guys have been asking. He's married. Has been for 2 years. His wife didn't know about any of this. She does now, because his ex-girlfriend, the one who sent me those screenshots, finally decided she was tired of keeping his secrets too. Sent everything to his wife with a note saying, "You deserve to know who you married." From what I hear, they're in counseling. His wife hasn't left him, but she's moved her mother into their guest room and he's sleeping on the couch. Not sure how that's going to shake out, but frankly, not my problem. My ex has tried to reach out a few times since I got back. Had to change my number eventually because she kept finding ways around the blocks. Her last message, sent through a mutual friend's phone, was, "I hope you're happy destroying everything we built. You were supposed to be the one who stayed." The thing is, I would have stayed. That's what keeps hitting me. I stayed after the first time. Went to therapy, did the work, chose to trust her again. And she spent every day after that proving I shouldn't have. I'm not happy about how things ended. I'm not celebrating, but I'm not sorry either. Some people have asked if I regret not trying to work it out one more time. Here's my answer. I gave her a second chance. She used it to keep lying. That was her choice. The consequences are hers too. I'm turning 32 next month, starting over in a new apartment with an espresso machine and my grandmother's records. I've got a job I'm good at, friends who showed up when things went sideways, and absolutely no desire to date anyone for a good long while. But for the first time in years, when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's worth more than any wedding. Thanks for following along, everyone. Stay safe out there. And if someone shows you who they really are, believe them the first time. I didn't. Don't make my mistake.